Hello and welcome back to Trails from Zero. Since yesterday, I did some stuff here. No, wrong one. I got 2 of the sniper barrels for the 2 shooter people. It seems like it would be useful. It might not be. Oh well. And I got the fishing rod. I didn't spend enough time to get this, to get both of these and a bunch of this, but those don't seem even remotely time sensitive, so I'll just do them over time because the gambling in this game, the casino stuff, there's nothing fun about it. It's just a grind. So, and I mean, I could cheat. I could just use Mira instead, but I don't feel like just using Mira for now. If I get to the end of the game and I haven't gotten enough by then I will do that, but the Mira is easy to get once you have enough or Septium that you can exchange for Mira, that you can exchange for tokens, that you can then exchange for the items. But I'll try and work away at those. But other than that, today is the time to go through the admin district. I don't think I can go here yet. So it's just admin, harbor, IBC, downtown, and East Street, alongside visiting outlying regions that will all be a pain. I'll have to visit all of them before I go to St. Ursula, which will be the last one. And I'm not going to have fun. But there were specific ones that were suggested to talk to. I think Belgard Gate was one of the clear ones, but I don't remember off the top of my head which one specifically it was suggested to talk to, but I'll go through all of them is my intention. How goes the support requests, Detective Bannings? Pretty well. We're taking care of them at our usual pace. Is that right? As we speak, Detective Dudley is performing the final check on Orcus Tower's security system ahead of the conference. In a similar vein, Chief Sergei will be spending the day on the floor above us, ironing details out with all the parties involved. You, too, have your own work you should be focusing your efforts on, which we are. That is to say, your usual pace won't be enough this week. Right, we'll remember that. She's as stringent as ever. Do what I do, and think of her with her mouth closed. She's a real looker then. Seriously, Randy? Is that any way to be talking about a senior detective? I'll just double check. In case... Okay. She was at a bookshelf, so there was a non-zero chance that she might have a book. What are those red dots? I probably can't go up here. Yep. So there's no one else to talk to other than these two. Tomorrow's the big day, guys. West Emiria Trade Conference, here we come. Soon, the dignitaries from all the represented countries are going to gather for Orcus Tower's unveiling ceremony. Ooh, it's so exciting. Settle down, Fran. You're acting like a kid in a candy store. Don't forget you're supposed to be the face of the CPD working at this counter. And besides, doesn't the conference mean that you're going to be busier than ever? Well, yeah. But that's why it's important to keep your spirits up and have fun. Come on, Noe. You're being way too uptight again. That's putting it lightly. No one asked you, Wazzy. Just in case, soon I'll be swamped with work, but that doesn't make the conference any less exciting. My heart feels like it's about to burst out of my chest. Hee. I can't wait for the unveiling ceremony tomorrow. Will she even be able to go and see it? Because she'll be busy. Well, I'll talk to this one. Pardon me, everyone, but what's that you have with you? Could it be a data fragment, perhaps? Yeah, the thing we were missing. You mean this? We've been holding on to it just in case. We haven't been sure what to do with it since. I found in the cave that we were locked in. I was right. This is a data fragment. How can she see it if it's in like a bag? It can be used to restore a corrupted memory quartz. It's exactly what the forensics team has been looking for. With this, it should be possible to decipher a portion of the cult's information terminals. I mean, I definitely didn't already figure that out. Really? You would be able to read the parts about that Joachim redacted? Yes, though I should mention that a single fragment will only recover one section at a time. The process should be almost immediate. Would you like me to send it to the forensics right away? Send it to forensics. Of course, go right ahead. Very well, just a moment then. Page 1 decrypted. If you have any other quartz fragments, come back and bring them to me. You're also welcome to review the data we've already unencrypted whenever you like. Great. Thanks for your help, Rebecca. Like that, we didn't encrypt the data, we unencrypted it. Filling it out. I probably don't get much here because I haven't scanned anything. I've scanned like 2 enemies maybe. Hey, 2 U material, not bad. Let's check the new one. On our order. My name is Joachim Günther, High Priest of DG. 6 years ago, our order was on the brink of extinction due to the efforts of the authorities and Bracer Guild. I alone escaped danger and took refuge in this land of origin. It was the guidance of the great D that helped me survive, so I could realize the ambitions of our order. Since the time will surely come, I will record data in each of these terminals on which they shall base the New Testaments. To discuss the origins of our order, I will first have to turn to the abominable history of the Zemurian continent. The Great Collapse, approximately 1200 years ago, marked the end of an advanced civilization, and with it, the established order, giving rise to the bloodshed and poverty of the Dark Ages. In their fatigue, the people committed a grave sin. They led themselves to be deluded by the flattery of pompous fools and accepted their invited self-centered cult with open arms. The foolish and their symbol, so that's the Septian Church and their symbol, that the blank of the blank. So that wasn't opened. I don't know. I'll just go back to that later. I probably can't go here. Yep. I don't think these guys are necessary to talk to. I'll check if there's anything back here. I figured not. Ah, yes. Resident registration matters can be taken care of at the Civic Center. Just ask the receptionist desk on the first floor for more details. Hello, I was told I could apply for a residence registration here. What kind of person enters a building like this and instead of talking to the person at the reception desk, goes upstairs and talks to the guy up there? Like, that's not logical. The Civic Center will be unavailable to reserve for the duration of the trade conference. With how close we are to Orcus Tower, we can't afford to let anything happen here that might jeopardize the event. So that's that. Hey there, can I interest you guys in some freshly squeezed juice? In honor of tomorrow's upcoming trade conference, I'm offering a special new item on the menu. Yeah, it's the same thing. Probably the select matcha latte, I assume. I can't guess what else it could be from that list, so just talk to the old man. All those foreign bigwigs will finally arrive in Crossbell come tomorrow. Not to mention, that very same day is Orcus Tower's unveiling ceremony. But by gosh, just thinking about it has me all keyed up. I certainly won't be getting any sleep tonight. Let's talk to this one dude. The foreign dignitaries will be passing through this district on their way to the new city hall tomorrow morning. This area is large and open, making it a prime location for them to be attacked, especially by a sniper. We'll be deploying our strictest security measures to ensure that doesn't happen. Can you believe leaders from 4 of our surrounding countries are coming here to meet face to face? I've never been this nervous about my post before, and the conference hasn't even started yet. Do we get to meet Was it Alicia? I don't remember her name. Purple hair. Purple-haired new queen. Oh, this is a quest. How's it going, Uncle Miles? Hey there, Lloyd. I'm doing swell. Did you come today because of my request? Guilty as charged. Mind sharing the details with us? The outline mentioned something about collecting ancient texts from Stargazer's Tower, correct? Yeah, that's right. I'm guessing you're all familiar with Stargazer's Tower. It's the ruin right off the side of Ursula Road. The Guardian Force has prohibited civilians from entering for quite a while now. As of just recently, however, they're allowing some research to be done there with permission. That's exactly correct. The previous commander left the place completely uninvestigated. He wrote it off as a waste of the CGF's resources. But now, in the interest of gathering intel, civilians can investigate the premises, so long as they file a report afterwards, but not beforehand, which means that you can go there, die, and no one will know where you went. They probably have to get permission first, but that's largely in part because the tower is no longer inhabited by monsters. Interesting. Is that so? Yep. A journalist friend of mine by the name of Nielsen went to investigate it the other day, in fact. He said he found some real items of interest in there. He trekked all the way out there to gather material. That's some impressive dedication and also just his job. You don't know the half of it. He's a blind man, too. But don't worry. He had a reporter from the Crossbell Times escorting him. A reporter escorting him. Aww. I assume these items of interest were the ancient texts referenced in your request then. Come to think of it, I remember seeing something like that back when we were chasing after Yin. There were these tall ass shelves halfway up the tower and on the top floor. They were packed full to bursting with dusty old books. Probably the same ones you're looking for. Oh, so you guys already know where they are. This should be easy then. Obviously, the library can't just abandon valuable documents like that to rot in a tower. I mean, they can. So, can I count on the SSS to retrieve them for us? Archival preservation is indeed one of the library's most essential functions. There's just one little problem though. Yeah, how are we supposed to carry all those books back to the city? We have a car. Just thinking about how many trips that would take makes my head spin. Just get like a trailer for the car. That's a good point. Sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound like I wanted you to bring back every single one. All I'm asking is that you investigate and give me an estimate on how much manpower and time it would take to have them all delivered. And don't worry, I've already cleared the request with CGF and City Hall. The Guardian Force said they'd take the barricade down if you accepted. In that case, I see no problem with lending a hand. Basically, we're going to be your scouting team, and the real labor will come later. That wouldn't be too difficult. Most of us already have prior experience climbing Stargazer's Tower. How about it then? Will you accept? To Stargazers we go. We'd love to help, Uncle Miles. Thanks, Lloyd. You're doing me a big favor here. Sit tight for a bit. I'm gonna put in a call to the Guardian Force and ask them to remove that barricade. Oh, and you can just let me handle this. It'll be faster if I contact Commander Bales directly. Hey, good thinking, Noel. I'll say, go right on ahead. Hello? Commander Bales of the Guardian Force speaking. Hello, Commander. This is Sergeant Major Noel Seeker calling. Ah, Seeker. To what do I owe the pleasure? Actually, the SSS has a request. Noel explained. Ah, yes, for the library, correct? They did notify us about conducting a formal investigation. I would say you're more than qualified for the job. I'll have our patrol unit in the area remove the barricade for you at once. Thank you, ma'am. Well, I should get back to work. Good luck and stay vigilant. I wonder if there's a U-Haul equivalent in this world yet. Okay, we're good to go. Thanks, Noel. Gee, That was even easier than I expected. The SSS sure does have some incredible connections. I suppose we do. Now then. Shall we head to Stargazer's Tower? No. Yeah, let's. Look forward to the good news, Uncle Miles. I will. You all take care out there. For old Tome's sake, pretty good joke. I don't think they have enough space for all those books, but whatever. This library is both quiet and comfortable. There's just something about the smell of books that puts me at ease. Mom says books smell good. I don't really get it though. She smells way better anyway. It's always so nice and relaxing. The director was ecstatic to learn about the large number of ancient texts inside the Stargazer's Tower. He said he'd like to house them all here at the library. Do we even have enough room in our basement archives, though? Like, they probably do not. How do you get to their basement? Back there, maybe? What's that door for? Miles tells me that there's reams upon reams of ancient texts just sitting in Stargazer's Tower. Chances are high that they'll be in tatters after all these years, though. Regardless, it's astounding that such important documents were left neglected for so long. As a historical researcher, it makes me resent how carelessly the CGF handled things. They've been there for hundreds of years. Just because they weren't grabbed in the last 20, 30, 40, 50. It's like they were sitting there anyway. People probably should have grabbed them years ago anyway. It's like, it's a little bit less reasonable in my opinion. As much as it hurts to hear, he's right. Sure, but the old commander was the one in charge of managing the place. No need to beat ourselves up over something that's out of our control. Like, unless the Stargazer Tower showed up in the last 20 years, it probably should have been, like, explored, cataloged, all that decades ago. So this is checking IBC first. I assume they won't let me go up. Yep, that's good. That saves time, because less stuff to check. The IBC is going to be hosting President Rocksmith of Calvard tomorrow afternoon. It's going to be a busy day for all of us in the security department. Don't tell anyone. My anxiety's spiking already. I mean, he has the easiest security guard job. No one's back here. No one needs to get past him to get somewhere. He just stands here. Like, obviously anxiety is reasonable, but like, he has the easiest job of all the security guards. Hello SSS, welcome to the IPC. If you have business with us, I encourage you to take care of it today, as the bank will be closed tomorrow. Closed? Was there a holiday for... Are you incapable of thinking? The mayor is busy. It is a busy day. It's reasonable for them to close. Was there a holiday I forgot about? If I remember correctly, President Rocksmith of Calvert plans on taking a tour of the IBC building tomorrow afternoon. Could that be the reason? Indeed it is, Miss McDowell. You always did keep on top of things. Needless to say, the bank couldn't ask for a more distinguished guest than President Rocksmith. Every business in the building is preparing to greet him as we speak. I'm not surprised. The same must be happening in Michelin, with all the dignitaries that'll be staying there. That's a safe bet. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense yet now. Yes. It makes sense that the reason they're closing tomorrow is due to the big event that starts tomorrow, and not some mystical holiday that doesn't exist that you somehow forgot about. Wonderful. It almost seems like there was a hint that he could have worked off of. This wonderful detective. Thank you for letting us know, Lanfei. Anything more? Nothing new. I kind of want to exchange for money. I have so much more of this stuff than any of that. So let's just get a little bit of extra Mira. That's 132. 225. and 300. Just get some early Mira to supplement purchases. One moment, please. Click, clack, click, clack. I'll look into the details of your contract right away, sir. Alright, I'll leave you to it. Yeah, it's probably nothing. This guy might have something. Maybe it's due to the upcoming trade conference, but I've noticed stock prices rising over the past several days. It's not a buyer's market right now, unfortunately for me. My wallet can't afford the options I was interested in. Yeah, I mean... It feels like if you got burned on the stock market because of drug dealing, you probably should find a different means of earning money, but whatever. Nice to finally meet you, Nielsen. The feeling is mutual. I've been quite looking forward to this. The editor-in-chief has told me a few things about you, in fact. Namely, what a bold and outgoing reporter you've become over these past 3 years. Ah, quit it. You're making me blush. I'm not really anything special yet. I just like what I do, so I do what I like. That's all. Haha, so you say. But taking pride in your work is what matters most in journalism. It feels like Grace is acting a little differently than she normally does. I was thinking the same. I wonder who the man she's speaking to is. Haha, so you've already done your research on them. I had a feeling that'd be the case. I give you my word, one bite alone will have your taste buds melting. Oh hey, these are from that place in the Republic that everyone's talking about, right? Staccato. So I assume, so the Republic would be the newest series that's just started? Like the Kuro no Kiseki? That I think is in Calvard. So I bet there's a Staccato place in that game. I've always wanted to try their stuff. Don't mind if I do. Heh. For all the effort Heigui went to, the one who ended up landing the older Vosh compound was Crimson & Co. That said, we don't have a clue what those guys are about, let alone how deep their connections run. There's no telling what's going to happen with them in the neighborhood. All we can do is wait and see. She's gonna have nothing to say. Yeah, nothing. Okay. He might have nothing to say. I'm not gonna talk to the police officers, they never say anything. Has he been bullied by his granddaughter? I don't know if it's because of that trade conference. The streets are a real eyesore with all these police officers clogging them up. Ah, darn it. Amos had told me to quit my complaining. I better knock it off before she gets back. He's very afraid of his granddaughter. The trade conference begins tomorrow. I've only ever seen those famous world leaders in magazines. I wonder if they'll have a different air about them in person. Because people in magazines have airs about them that are even remotely accurate. My noodles go down smooth. So no need to remind your P's and Q's. I don't know. I think I've heard that, but I don't know what it really means. Go on and slurp as much as you like. That's the best way to savor their flavor, I always say. Just noodles. Peddler's noodles and heavenly noodles. Two and a half times the price, but triple the HP restore, double the CP gen. East Street. Ah, it's a little girl. You don't play with me anymore. You don't play with me at all anymore, boy. Hurry up and find a job so we can have fun again. If only life were that easy. I've had enough of this job hunt. Why don't you try asking one of the stalls on the streets, boy? Don't be stupid. I don't have what it takes to work out in the open where everyone can see me. I want something cushier. Something where I'm not outside all day. The irony. He's outside all day with his sister most of the time. Let's talk to her. I wonder if she'd like those expensive cookies I picked up from Times. They should be around here somewhere. But Mom, you can't seriously be thinking of... Oh, what? Of what? Bringing my youngest daughter her lunch and a well-deserved snack? The police are extremely busy preparing for the conference, no? If I don't do it, who will? Fran's not a little girl anymore, Mom. She can take care of herself, and you showing up during work would be perfectly fine, Noelle. I'm sure she'll love it, and that's final. Oh, I get it now. You'd like it if I dropped by the SSS to do the same for you, wouldn't you? Very well. A mother does what she must. No, that's not what I was... Mom... Haha. Clarice won't take no for an answer. That must be where Fran gets it from. Fun. Okay, now it's up here. This dude. Bond and his family used to own an estate in the residential district. But one thing led to another, and now they live here. Even so, they're a warm and cheery bunch. I should follow their example. Oh, kid, I love our new home. But you've been acting strange ever since we got here, Marie. Maybe you're in shock because of how suddenly we moved. Is the cat pregnant? Yeah. Bet the cat's pregnant. And there's gonna be kittens. Our old residence had a home office, but there's no such luxury here. Instead, I've begun commuting to the IBC, much like our other employees. Now that I've finally settled in from our move, I need to start tackling my work in earnest. Our kitchen is a tad on the small side, and it doesn't have a faucet for the sink. But there are a few flower pots out front that I can use for gardening. I think this will do just fine. I'm glad they're doing well. They don't have a faucet for their water though, which seems like a pain. Okay. These people never seem to matter. I'm actually just... Apologies. I'm just going to I'm not going to read these because they rarely tell anything important, but I'm just double checking in case there's a chance of hidden books being provided. Shoot. That actually had something story relevant. I heard this neat tidbit from a doctor working at St. Ursula. Never mind. It's just joking about that. Not... Because it mentioned St. Ursula. Oh yeah, I already read that. She's not doing work because the rest of the people aren't doing work. Oh, this is a different guy. Ah, good day, SSS. As you can see, I'm currently patrolling the marketplace. Keep up the good work, everyone. Our fellow Crossbells depend on it. So yeah, I've cleared those. I have this couple places here. Oh, by the by, I started playing that Palm Party Orbital game the other day. Oh, I hate Palm Party. You guys want to have a go at it? We can have ourselves a friendly little match if you're free. So I guess I have to do that. Actually, no, I don't have to, but I should eventually just struggle through it. It's the kids. I need to sneeze. I guess it's sneeze season. Allergies adjacent season. Hi, guys. Good morning, everyone. Hey there, Kia. Looks like you two are having fun. It's been some time since we last met, Shizuku. Hehe. Yes, it has. So this girl's the Divine Blade of Wind's daughter, eh? She's just as cute as you said. See, I told you. This voice. You're Noelle, right? You helped me make a present for my father once. Wow, you remember me? Considering it was just the once, I'm flattered. Kia did tell me that the SSS had new members. Are you two the ones she meant? Wazi Hemisphere, the pleasure is all mine. Likewise. It's nice to meet you. Hold on, Shizuku. You gotta introduce yourself too. Not the voice. Oh, yes, you're right. I'm Kia's friend, Shizuku McLean. The Special Support Section has been a great help to my father this past year. I'd like to thank you again for all that you've done for him. I think Arius has been a great help to us, to be greater help to us, to be perfectly frank. And that's putting it lightly. That's not true at all. He said it's because of you that they were able to put an end to that incident a while ago. Haha. Shizuku's a good kid, ain't she? Always the thoughtful one. So, did you guys come here because you wanted to play too? Sorry, Kia. We only came to say hi to Shizuku since it's been so long. We've still got work to do, so you two feel free to play your hearts out, okay? You got it! Have a nice day, everyone. Good luck with your work. I can talk one more time. I should have read that, but I just wanted to make sure there's no book being given out by a child. They're still here? Oh, cut the crap. How much longer are you going to play us for fools before you're satisfied? The hell? Some kind of fight going on? Oh no, not again. Hey, guys. Is something wrong? Oh, look who's here. You arrived at the perfect time. Get a load of this, Lloyd. This long-faced loach and his friends scoped out a bunch of fishing holes across the state. Not only that, but they're holding them hostage so they can hog it all for themselves. Holding them hostage? Yep, he said that the spots they claimed are off limits to anyone who isn't part of his stupid little club. That's probably not legal. I ignored them and cast my line anyway, but one of the goons cut it. Yeah, that's property damage. Not really much, but... That sounds horrible. Is there some reason you can't set aside your differences? It's just fishing, right? Just fishing? I refuse to so much as toss a line alongside this shoddy group of amateurs. I should have said amateurs. Compared to my elite team of anglers, they are simply an unsightly blemish. One intent on lingering at that. What's wrong with being an amateur? You don't have to be a pro to enjoy the sport of it. Listen, you all might have some tournament credentials to your names, but that doesn't give you the right to discredit our members. We've got some ace anglers in our ranks too. Do you now? Yeah, Certain's right. Sure, I had to hand over my title, but I was still a bona fide master fisher. Haha, ha 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 ha. So, you do have some backbone in you after all. How amusing. Then, if you insist, why not face off against us in a series of anglers' duels? Anglers' duels? Have you lost your mind? Excuse me, what's an angler's duel? Angler duel. It's exactly what it sounds like. A battle of the baits. Anglers' duels are the be-all and end-all of every fisherman out there. That's right, your pride, your honor, everything you have and everything you are goes on the line for these matches. Can't say I've ever participated in one, but I have heard about fishermen who've lost all of their worldly possessions to an angler's duel. That's just how intense they are. Defeat isn't an option when the stakes are so high. Seriously? Get a grip, you guys. It's just fishing. So, what are your terms? Let's see. Oh, it's Elite 4. My 4 elite comrades have already joined me in Crossbell. If a single one of you manage to defeat every one of us, victory is yours. How does that sound? You're welcome to challenge us as many times as you like, but until you win, you will succumb to our every whim. Of course, those whims will be limited to the piscatorial, mind you. And if we win? I do suppose there's an infinitesimal chance that a miracle beyond your wildest dream could occur. How about this? For each victory over one of my members, we will return that respective fishing spot. If you do manage to defeat the 5 of us, we will withdraw from Crossbell and relinquish your office. Furthermore, I will abide by a single request upon your unlikely victory. You will? Are you kidding? Question. Why should we believe a word out of your mouth? There's nothing stopping you from going back on your promise, if they win. No, it's like Peter said, anglers' duels are the final word when it comes to a fisherman's dignity. These guys may be a school of pompous basses, but I can tell their pride as anglers is unmatched. That's a decent joke. They'll make good on their promise. We can be confident about that. If you say so. I suppose it's a matter of integrity. You've defied my expectations, certain. I'm impressed you can even comprehend. Well, what course of action will you take? Will you rise to the occasion, or will you swim away like the little tadpoles you are? Alright, we're in. As you wish. Are you sure about this, certain? If we can't beat them, we'll end up having to do whatever they say forever. Heh. But on the flip side, that means we can challenge him as many times as we want, too. I'm actually not going to bother doing this legitimately. I'm doing the rest of the game legitimately. I don't care enough about fishing. And I'm just going to follow a guide for what to do for fishing. Not that I'm doing fishing now. Honestly, it sounds like it won't be that hard to pull a win out of this. Win out on this. Doesn't matter how strong they are. Nobody's streak can last forever. Yeah, you might be right. Haha, I can see you've yet to fully grasp what it means to be an angler. Not that it's any concern of mine, I should note. Concern of mine. I should note, however, that you are only eligible to challenge me once you have defeated the other four. Furthermore, you must first earn the right to challenge them by fulfilling certain pre-specified conditions. We're too busy to waste our time on anglers who've yet to prove their skill. I hope I make myself clear. Yeah, Crystal. Certain. Very well. Do inquire with our receptionist at Salem if you need any further explanations regarding our wager. I'm admittedly curious to see whether you're worthy of tackling the Imperial Fishing Club's Elite Four. They finally refer to it as the Elite Four. There's a lot at stake with these angler duels. Heh, don't worry, this will be a piece of cake. All we need is for one of us to grind that Lake Lord jerk into ground bait. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be that person, to be honest with you. I'm rather concerned about these Elite Four of his as well. True, we can challenge them as often as we want. But with enough elbow grease, we'll surely win eventually. But I get the feeling that it won't be as easy as Copen thinks. Rumor has it that every one of them outstrips even a master fisherman in terms of skill. They're that good? I already knew it'd be hard. Now it sounds downright hopeless. We'll see about that. Personally, I'm happy things are finally heating up. Let's head back to our new branch and hold a strategy meeting. I genuinely don't care about the fishing story. Like, I want to see the fishing story through, but I genuinely do not care about the underlying, oh, they stole our branch, we have to fight for it. Like, they probably coerced the people and it was not ideal, but also it was their own fault because they just left for several months. Oh, I haven't told you about it yet, have I, Lloyd? The branch manager found us a building along the East Crossbell Highway to use as our new office. Though it's not so much an office as it is an abandoned old boat rental shed. Sure, it's small, worn down, and in shambles. But it's near a stream, so fishing will be easier than ever for us. Sounds comfy, yeah? It's just the place for a group of anglers looking to make a fresh start. You'll see a sign from it on the East Crossbell Highway, a fair distance out from Tangram Gate. Just follow the arrow and head south to get to the boathouse. You're welcome to visit us if you ever find the time, Lloyd. Will do. Now then, we're going to do something about these angler duels, one way or another. But since we're short on members, we'd appreciate it if you could help pad our numbers a bit, Lloyd. Of course, I don't want to lose all my favorite fishing holes either. I'll support you with everything I've got. Heh, don't get too ahead of yourself, Lloyd. I'm not going to let you show me up. We'll just be seeing you then. May we all fish our hearts out. Yeah, let's do this together, except we'll catch all the fish and beat everything by ourselves. I like that we're in a flying V. It's nice to see Lloyd get so excited about something, isn't it? I've never really understood the draw of fishing, but at least there's a large, passionate community to share it with. Absolutely wild. None of that made any sense. Economic arrangements will be the primary point of discussion between the representatives at the trade conference. Naturally, you can expect the Business Owners Association will be paying close attention to every agreement they strike. My husband gets rather huffy over politics, but even he holds Mayor Croix in high regard. It is no surprise how capable he is, considering how many years he's been CEO of the IBC. He may be just the leader we need during the trade conference. Sketchy. People like him too much. I've already spoiled some stuff very, very, very roughly, so I'm not going to have naturally a pure reaction to everything, but Puck is starting to look like he's enjoying his job here a little too much. But he's totally forgotten about our plan to open a shop together in the future. Oh, so him and Puck, I guess, were the two that were here for a long time trying to figure out a business, I assume. Oh, but Puck's gonna get fired for being creepy. No, this is Finn. Finn's creepy. Master has a penchant for Eastern martial arts. He said he used to drive out all the ruffians himself when he worked in the Eastern Quarter. In other words, that death glare he uses whenever guys gawk at Shan-Shan isn't just for show. I hear a number of reporters will be coming to Crossbell tomorrow for the conference. I wonder if we're going to see what's-his-face from the previous series. They'd better not try to take unsolicited photos of my Shan-Shan. Anyone who pulls a camera out in my restaurant will be in for a world of pain. Roos has a habit of overthinking things. What use is there in worrying? We'll make it big for sure, as long as we keep working hard. Smooth almond jelly. I mean, plus 15 evasion. To bring him up to 55 evasion in chapter 2. Of course, using consumables, so that's not ideal. This restaurant feels as authentic as any of the ones in the Eastern Quarter. I wonder if Niall and Dorothy, yep, Niall and Dorothy, they're going to show up, are over there having an Eastern lunch of their own right now. So that's a reporter. I hear they'll be restricting traffic on East Crossbell Highway all the way to Tangram Gate tomorrow. The Calvard president will be passing through on his way to the conference, so they've got to keep the road secure. It won't be for the entire day, but this still throws a bit of a wrench in my work schedule. That lady at the counter over there says she's a reporter from Liberal. Hee, maybe I can get her to take a cute picture of me. Exactly what he was complaining about. Crossbell's economy is as booming as they say. The whole city is abuzz over the big trade conference. Who is she? How many times must I tell you, dear? You shouldn't talk with your mouth full. Have some manners for once. Wonderful. Getting called out for talking with their mouth full. They deserved it. Nobody. I really hope this area is a quick clear because I want to try to see everything, but I don't want to go too long. Looks like they've even got officers patrolling around here. What with the trade conference starting up tomorrow? Can't see why. Hard to believe any dignitaries would want to stop by this barren little slice of town. I mean, someone's definitely gonna stop. I'm not talking to him. He might have a book. But blasted trade conference. What a bunch of malarkey. It's no concern of mine what's going on with the diet, or politics for that matter. They can all go kick rocks as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, he's just a whiny guy. This is Rix's apartment, isn't it? Pretty rude to enter it when she's not here, but also she should learn to lock her door. Sleep boy. Beer, bourbon, brandy, booze. My eternal companions and friends. I want this to be something. It will be. It has to be something. Alright, Lima. What do you want to do today? Let's play house. I can be the mommy, and you can be the daddy. You want me to be the daddy? Well, it just so happens I've got some experience, sweetie. Mother. Now that Orcus Tower has been built, all that's left is the unveiling ceremony. Thank goodness for that. My husband might be home a little more with his workload finally settling down. Can't wait to see the fruits of his labors tomorrow. It'll be a memory I'll never forget. Wonderful. Wholesome. Old lady. Hey, it's her. I don't believe I've seen that particular sister around here before. She seems to be quite good with the children though, doesn't she? Oh, I should try asking Anna. Being a witch, she would surely be able to find Ron, he thought. He began to run along the path back towards Anna's hut. Suddenly, he heard a loud cry. Gasp. And then? Can we get to the food already? You brought some bread, didn't you? Let's just swipe it while she isn't looking. It looks like Reese is here to teach Sunday school. That's a famous fairy tale she's reading to them. It's kind of nice to watch. Except for the fact he headed towards the sound and found Ron and a great frightening... a great frightening what? Boring. Wanna just take a nap until it's feeding time, Ruse? Yep, definitely. What a rude pair. Oh, I just remembered. You'll be writing your thoughts on this book at the end of today's lesson. Those who don't turn anything will go without lunch for failing to participate. Got him. Wait, what? That's tyranny. This new sister doesn't play around, huh? Okay, what's the frightening thing? I want to know what the frightening thing is. Sadly, I can't. Oh, it's you guys. Hey, Wazzy. I heard you fought Wald one-on-one. And did you want to ask me something? You might not like the answer. Yeah, no, I don't. Wald's the strongest guy there is. I'd never believe your stinking lies. That jackass sure is loved, huh? Yeah, to Dino, Wald must be nothing short of a hero. For some reason, there's been no proof of Wald doing anything positive for anyone ever. He's always been negative, he just picks fights. That story for real, Koki? According to those brats, yeah. Like hell it is. I'll never believe that bullshit. There's no way Wald got his ass kicked like that. Are they referring to that fight in the rain the other day? Yeah, that has to be it. Look who it is. You've got some major balls showing your face around here. What, Wazzy? Ha ha ha. Do you want a piece of us now? That it? Fine, bring it, asshole. I'm gonna pummel that pretty boy face in. Hey, back off, Lukanov. Even if what those little punks said was true, us trying to even the score would only make Wald look bad. You think he'd be proud of us for that? Get frickin' real. Ugh, damn it. Look, I don't know what you're here for, but if it ain't to pick a fight, then make it like a tire and hit the road. If you are looking to throw down, though, that changes things. That was never my intention. Sorry for bothering you, gentlemen. Let's get out of here. Yeah, sure. Nope, I'm not getting out. Do you have any loot? Anything I can steal? Nothing to steal. What a shame. Talk to these nerds. I'm thinking... Wait. Oh, look like... trying to put them in a better mood. So they're just useless goons still. I don't know. Ignis is not... Hey, where's the kid? Like, the Ignis gang does a terrible job of even being slightly relatable. They're just not good people. Here you are. They're not terrible people, but they're not good people. Here you are. These are the schematics for the orbital staff Tio's currently using. Hey, not bad. This baby's got to have a higher output with all these structural improvements. Yeah, I think I can work with this when she gets back in town. You can. Thank you so much, Guillaume. Now Tio will be able to get upgrades to her staff the moment she returns to work. Speaking of which, didn't her big return to the SSS get pushed back? It did. She's been so busy with work at the Foundation's headquarters. I've been contacting her every hour, but she almost never responds. Oh, Tio, how you worry me so. Roberts, anyone ever told you that you might be smothering the poor girl? Chief Roberts never changes. I hope Tio's been eating properly. She'll ruin her health if she works non-stop. Oh, I'm so worried. I can barely stand it. I should go back to the office and try calling her again. I hope this isn't how people see us when it comes to Kia. Well, what do we do? What do we got here? Hooked back up with the SSS, have you, Randy? Yeah, lucky me, huh? Hope you don't mind if I bring in my toys for some modding again. Sure. You know how it works. Get me the materials, and we've got a deal. Just be sure not to do it out there. Oh, do it out there. You hear? Can I customize? He has a better weapon, but is it worth it? Not really, because I don't really care. I'm not going to use him for a while. I'm going to stick with this group for now, because it's slightly more interesting than having Randy again. I'm unsure who I'm going to swap for Tio. Like, I'm thinking I might swap Wazi for Tio, because Wazi seems like he could potentially be arts focused. But basically having Lloyd in the front line, and then Noelle as a physical shooter, Ellie as a supportive arts, and Tio as a damaging arts seems like an okay setup, because that seems to me like it will work effectively. And then Lloyd's in the front taking all the hits in a game that supposedly evasion is busted. Like, evasion tanking is way stronger, and like to an unreasonable degree in this game, with like there actually being aggro mechanics, so you can actually draw aggro, which if you draw aggro and it's something Wazi can do, then he'll be the one doing it. But oh, hey Red, you finally get back with your SSS pals. Yep, about time. I see your shop is just as shifty as it's always been. Ha, you think a small-time business like us cares about how it looks out front? This ain't some frou-frou boutique, pal. Oh, and about the back alley's newest neighbors. I figured it was them. Hell, if I'm gonna be poking my nose around there anytime soon. Guess I shouldn't be surprised that Ashley already knows about my ties to the Red Constellation. You have the exact same hair color. It is suspicious. Especially if you're a fighter, like... I wonder what tipped her off. The resemblance? A new sister from the church dropped by. Kept telling me to come to class so I can hear her read some stale old book. I got out of it, but then she left a copy of the damn thing behind his homework. She's gonna be a tough one to crack. She's not gonna crack her, but they're gonna complain? Ugh. I wish I could enter there. Now it's Trinity. Oh, these folks. So, party of two, correct? We have a table right here. Or would you prefer to sit at the counter? Well, this is a bar, after all. Why don't we take the counter? Sounds good to me. Understood. Right this way, please. Day drinking. It's adorable how much Azel's sister worries about him. Something about their little back and forths warms my heart. This would be the sister. I came here to surprise my brother during his shift. He was embarrassed at first, but he served me like any other customer eventually. I'm glad working here has taught him some professionalism. Why did Serena have to storm in here for no reason? Whatever. I need to get back to work. The police have begun taking their patrols downtown. What about you, Wazzy? Have your duties been proceeding smoothly? More or less. There have been no problems in particular. I see. That's good to hear. Oh, it's a little kid. More people around the city have been coming to check us out lately. Still, it's a bad neighborhood, so we don't get many customers at night. Wow, everyone's wearing the same clothes as Azzy. Oh, because he's with the sister back there. That makes sense. I wish I could get my own blue parka. Then I could match too. Those aren't parkas though. It's just a hood. Like, none of the parkas are supposed to like cover you, not just your head. I thought. Maybe tiny parkas do that. That would be interesting to learn. Time. Okay, let's do here. This, that. I think I've explored everything. Now it's time. I don't want to run anywhere. I want to drive. But I should probably... No, I can do a run through later. Like, I can do a run through getting chests later. I imagine I won't be missing too much because most of the chests are not that important. So I will go to Tangram Gate first. And then I'll do Armorica. Then I'll do Mines, Belgard. I don't think I can do the Police Academy. And then I'll look at quests. Let's check quests really quick. So, side quests are going to the tower and Old Armorica Road, St. Ursula, and Tangram Gate. So I actually don't want to go to Tangram Gate yet. So I'll leave Tangram Gate last. I'll go... I could go Stargazer and then rotate, but I'll leave Stargazer last. And last is not the right word. I'll leave Stargazer for when I go to St. Ursula. So Belgard Gate first. And then Mines and continuing circle like clockwise from there. So, this is Belgard Gate. That's right. The CGF unit stationed here is charged with guarding the border we share with the Empire. Don't you remember, Wazzy? This is where the Guardian Forces Commander Sonia Bales operates from. Oh, her. I've never met the woman myself, but I've heard she's a cool beauty in her own right. I won't deny she's a looker, though a hell of a lot scarier than she is sexy. The previous commander was discharged due to the scandal surrounding the cult incident. And good riddance too. Sonia was already more of a leader than him anyway. The guy was a lazy bum who pushed all his work onto his subordinates while he was whining and dining. I don't think that's how you would spell whining and dining. I think you have to have an H for wine. No, that wouldn't make sense. It must... Oh, I guess the apostrophe is what makes it look weird. Because generally, like, it would be whining, so you'd have the ing. Yes, that is how it would be spelt. I'm just bad at reading. Wait, so the Google definition given is present participle of wine and dine. That jackass's corruption was the whole reason I got roped into the CGF's rehab training in the first place. He was in collusion with Ravash and Hartman and had Gnosis prescribed to the guardsmen here. While we're on the subject, Randy, how did that rehab training go? Pretty smooth. The boys and girls here should be back in fighting form now. No surprise there, though. The one who led it is a real hard ass when she wants to be. They were totally wrung out by the end. Oh yeah, all this talk of the training reminds me. I heard Mirai's getting a promotion. Mirai? She's that warrant officer we met here, right? Yeah, looks like she's she's finally gonna get recognized for all her hard work. What do you say we take this chance to visit so I can tease her about it? Maybe try congratulating her instead. But on that note, we should stop by and say hello to Commander Bales too. The commander is probably in her office on the second floor. She may be busy preparing for the trade conference though. Let's head up and find out then. This security here is remarkably paltry compared to that of Garelia Fortress. But of course, that's simply because our mighty empire is in an entirely separate echelon than tiny little Crossbell. You better not be talking like that just above the train tracks, lady. I don't think these guys are gonna have anything to say, so I'm gonna do a quick search and then talk to them. Welcome to Belgard Gate. You'll need to be processed before you can cross the border to the Empire. Wait, is that you, Randy? Yo, working hard or hardly working? Haha, you know me. By the way, I've been meaning to thank you for the rehab training. You got me back in tip-top shape. I couldn't be more grateful for that. Don't sweat it. I only participated because the new commander ordered me to. Except, you're in a different line, so technically she didn't order you. She probably asked Sergey to order you. But, if you want to go again, give me a call. We can make a fun weekend trip out of it. I'll pass for now. Morale has been at an all-time high ever since Commander Bales was assigned to Belgard Gate. With her support, our recovery from the drugs we took during the cult incident went a lot faster than I expected. Well, Sonya and the old commander are basically night and day. There aren't too many people who can keep up with their training though. It's a real gut check. You're right about that. All it means is that I've got to buckle down. Especially after Joachim Gunter took control of my body during the cult incident. Still gets under your skin, huh? Keep up the good fight, Loggins. You're not in it alone. Right. Doodaloo. Our old commander was in cahoots with Hartman and Joachim Gunter. He was even an accessory to the cult incident. Following his dismissal, Deputy Commander Bales was the obvious pick to replace him. The CGF is finally being managed the way it should be now. It's something to celebrate for sure. Car. Nothing. What's this? Past this point is a freight line. I hear Prince Olivert will be attending the trade conference as the Emperor's representative. I can only assume His Majesty appointed him to assist the Blood and Iron Chancellor. So that's someone we know. Okay, so Liberal, we know who's coming. Probably is the purple-haired queen. I think she's queen. She might not be queen yet. I can't remember. But purple hair is going to be here. Olivert's going to be here. And the other two are mysteries right now. This is a bracer. Welcome to Bell. Oh, it's just you, Randy. What are you doing here? I thought rehab training was all finished up. It is, but I just wanted to drop by and see your pretty face. Oh, sure. And what makes you think I'd believe that? Besides, I'm not sure Kless would take too kindly to you making a pass at me. Randy, that guardsman over there is staring daggers at you. Point taken. I'll try to keep the mojo under control. Nothing to buy. I should talk one more time just in case. Haha, anyway, if you're going to come in and bother me while I'm on my shift, the least you could do is order something. Make sure to eat a lot, okay? Just like you did during rehab training. I was kind of hoping there would be a recipe, which is why I talked twice. Randy, just what were you saying to my darling Stella? Whoa there, calm down, buddy. Nothing's going on. And it's the same thing. Scott and I are working separately today. I'm taking care of a monster that needs exterminating nearby. Once the trade conference starts, the guild is going to be extremely busy. So, before that happens, we are trying to finish up as many of our requests as we can. I've no doubt in my mind that His Excellency will leave the trade conference having secured favorable terms for the Empire. Haha, such is the way things should be. Okay. No one worth talking to, no one worth talking to. I skipped that because I don't really care. I assume he doesn't matter, which is rude, but I hope there's no one. Mireille? Good to see you again, SSS. Oh, and if it isn't the idiot... I mean, how have you been, Randy? Ah, you can't fool me, Mireille. I know how you really feel. You've been getting lonely ever since I went back to the SSS, haven't you? Don't you remember what you said when I walked out the door? Don't go, Randy. Stay with me forever. Shut your big, stupid mouth, Randy. I said no such thing. Like 2 peas in a pod. Good to see you're doing well, Warrant Officer Mireille. Speaking of which, Randy tells me that you're in line to receive a promotion. Congratulations. That's right. Though, to be honest, I don't feel like I deserve it. I was the one who led the assault on the IBC during the cult incident. That should have been a serious offense. Sure, but you were being drugged and manipulated. You're hardly liable for your actions that night, no? That's what my head tells me, but my heart is having a harder time forgiving myself. Yeesh. Why do you always gotta be so damn stubborn? This promotion is your reward for practically running this place when that old Schlemiel of a commander was flaking out all the time. Yeah? So just take it. Sonia wouldn't have made the offer if she didn't think you earned it. That's surprisingly supportive advice coming from you, Randy. What are you talking about? Supportive is my middle name. How do you think I landed this job? You're right. I should accept my new rank with gratitude. Thank you, Randy. Huh? What was that? Nothing. Forget it. I think Randy and her would be a good couple. Because they're both friendly. Chesto. Sniper barrel. Wonderful. I wasted 2,000 points, 1,000 points on one of those. Mama warned me about people like you. You cozy up to your chest, get it to open up, and then leave it all empty inside. Because that's a sniper barrel, right? Yep. I bought one too many now. Wait, did I already? Oh, I accidentally swapped that. Oops. I have one too many sniper barrels now. That was a waste of time. Well, that was a waste of 1,000 casino points. Look at the size of that canyon. She's the one that lives in West Street. You'd die for sure if you fell in. What a rush. What a weird thing to say. Like, it's true, but stating it out loud is kind of wild. Good to see you, Commander Bills. Same to you, Sergeant Major Seeker. I take it your assignment to the SSS is treating you well? It is. I'm learning a lot. So this is the famed commander of the CGF. Miss Sonia Bales, was it? You must be quite the capable woman to be able to keep an organization like the Guardian Force in line. That much is for certain. The SSS is in debt for all the help she's given us. A long time no see, Commander. Belated congratulations on your promotion. Thank you, Detective. Though, now that you mention it, it has been a while since we last met. We haven't had much opportunity to speak, what with the upcoming trade conference. I can only imagine how busy you are. Indeed. I've been inspecting the area around the conference site nearly every day this month. Our goal is to expect the unexpected when the time comes. Can't blame you, especially with all those foreign dignitaries arriving tomorrow. Sorry we barged in on you, Commander. Maybe this wasn't the best time to visit. On the contrary, you're just the people I wanted to see. I have something I need to tell you all. You do? The other day, a certain group stopped by Belgard Gate. They introduced themselves as the Red Constellation, the most powerful Jaeger Corps in Western Zemuria. What? We already know they're here. They came here directly? I know you have a history with the Red Constellation, Orlando. That's why I wanted to speak to you about this personally. They say why they were here? No, and according to the guardsmen on duty, they didn't do anything especially suspicious. After arriving, they relaxed in the mess hall for a while. Then, they met with a merchant entering from the Empire before leaving the gate together. An Imperial merchant, you say? Maybe it had something to do with Crimson & Co. business? Right. The Shell Corporation used to finance the Red Constellation. That's the most likely conclusion. Though, didn't think they'd be so blatant as to operate in the open. The CGF exists to protect Crossbell, and yet they waltzed right past our best and brightest without a second thought. We can't prove that they've done anything criminal within the state boundaries yet. They may not be trying to act covertly, but there's no direct evidence linking them to the incident at the old mine either. If they weren't a bunch of show-offs, they wouldn't be running a fancy club. Thanks for the intel, Sonia. There's no need to thank me. I think it's safe to say the Red Constellation will require some special attention in our security planning for the trade conference. Be sure to inform the CGF as well, should you happen to learn anything more. Roger that. We'll keep our ears open. Let's just double talk. Okay, in case there was a book, but it seems no book. Oh, there's a staircase. Two guards. Ever since Commander Bales arrived, all of us at Belgard Gate have been a lot more motivated to keep watch. Having someone as capable as her for a senior officer really is a blessing. The closer we get to the start of the conference, the more responsibility we guardsmen have to take on. We have a duty to protect our leaders and the dignitaries of every attending nation. Our border security needs to be flawless. Okay. Down I go. Out I go. Boom. Done at this gate. Where did we park? Parked here. There's perfectly functional parking spots over here, right? I guess these are probably restricted parking spots, but like park right here. Nice and out of the way. Instead of right here, which is kind of in the way. So, I've explored here. There might be stuff along this path there that I haven't seen, but I'll deal with that in the future. Is it worth going to mines? They might have changed since I was there literally yesterday, so I will go there. I'll talk to people, then I'll go to Armorca Village, and that's going to be the stopping point for today. Because then there'll be a quest at Tangram Gate. There will be a quest at Stargazer. There'll be a quest at St. Ursula. So, and there's a quest from Armorica heading down towards Tangram that I'll do then. Just keeping it in order. Anything new? My older brother is a miner. He usually slacks off at work, but he's actually putting in some good effort lately. Grandma's been so proud of him, and you know what? I am too. Let's go north. Okay. For some reason, this compass is rotated a bunch. Okay, why is there a kid in the mine? I'm gonna run down, see if there's anything near the bottom, and then come back up, talking to people along the way. But why is there a child in the mine? Oh, a book. Okay. I'm going all the way down and sweeping on my way back up. Okay, this is the end of this route, because this used to be a chest. Okay, and then there was a car right here. Car Freak Volume 1 is making a pit stop on the barrel. Charming paintwork. I wonder what that's going to look like. Okay, nothing here. Nothing here. So a guy to talk to here. It's good that Logi's motivated now, but his actual skills in the job could use some work. If It's up to veterans like me to show them the ropes. I've been learning to appreciate a nice, frosty after-work beer. See, I've actually been doing my job instead of slacking off lately. To be honest, it takes a lot out of me. I think he was the one who had a book previously. But my grandma's been happy about my new sense of dedication, so that's a plus. I've been learning to appreciate after-work beer. Growl. Uh-oh. I just had to go and forget my lunchbox this morning, didn't I? I'll have to go and grab it when I get to a good stopping point. I plumb forgot to bring my lunchbox with me this morning. Plum. Okay, why is there a kid here? Wow! So this is what the inside of a mine looks like. It's so big and dark in here. I feel like a ghost could pop out at any moment. Where's my dad anyway? Oh well, guess let's go look for him. I want to see where my dad worked at least once. Where is he even? I was kind of thinking maybe he had the food. Gantz? He should be at Mayor Bixon's place right about now. But forget that. I can't get over how cute Luca looked yesterday. I'd do anything to see that smile again. Who is Luca? I don't actually read the names of generic characters. My husband forgot to bring his lunch down into the mine. He must be getting hungry by now. I'll have to go deliver it to him. Okay, they have red hair. Does this kid have red hair? He might be related. But probably not. When I grow up, me and Daddy are going to run the store together. So I got to do my best and learn everything I can before then. I ain't the most educated, so all the to-do over this trade conference is a little over my head. It's just a bunch of eggheads getting together and talking stuff over, right? Well, I hope it goes well for them. I want our youngsters to have a bright future ahead, you know? Light punching bag and a bunch of useless stuff. So that's there. Okay, let's check here. Oh, this has like 3 floors. Luca got herself plastered yesterday. Luckily, she's a happy drunk. Normally, she's incredibly antisocial, so it was that much cuter to see her smile for a change. Marlo thought the same thing and fell in love with right on the spot. Heh, I love these kinds of dramatic encounters. I wonder what'll happen next. Nothing new. Luca. Ugh, my head hurts. That's what I get for joining in on the miners' drinking party yesterday. I got so carried away with the booze that I can't remember a thing. I just hope I didn't do anything stupid. This is Scott. Wenzel and I are working apart today. Our schedules have been a lot more erratic ever since Estelle and Joshua left. Exterminating monsters solo can be tough, but we'll manage somehow. I was hoping there'd be a comment about him dating the receptionist or the help desk lady, who mentioned they were dating someone named, they mentioned someone named Scott in the context of going on a date with them. Wait, there's a crib in there. That's not a crib, that might be a bench / chest for storage. Which I would call a toy chest, but it's definitely not a toy chest in this setting. Okay, I'm gonna go into the mayor's house last. My grandson Logie's finally taking his work seriously, and he hasn't missed a shift since. Oh, great goddess of the sky, thank you for answering my prayer. Nothing warms my heart like seeing my grandchildren mature into responsible adults. Except one of them just spends their entire time gawking at guys. That's the only thing they've ever been seen doing. Monsters are sometimes drawn to the septium buried in the mine. You'd think that would spell trouble, but not for our big, strong miners. No, sir. They can handle the average monster just fine on their own. Okay, to the mayor's house. Let's talk to her. Oh, I just remembered. There was something I wanted to ask you two. Would either of you be interested in being set up with one of the village's miners? Set up? Why, yes. If Gantz and the other boys had a pretty face to come home to, I'm sure they'd work a fair bit harder. How about it, ladies? I'm sorry, but I'm not terribly interested in being set up right now. Me neither. Me neither. I have other duties that take precedence. I see. What a shame. Well, you know where to find me if you change your minds. Kind of a weird question. Something about those fellows just doesn't sit right with me. I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't split hairs about it. After all, we made a decent bit of Mira off them. True, but we can't be too careful. Remember, we still don't know who's responsible for destroying the gate. Hello, Mayor Bixen, Gantz. It's good to see you both. Ah, if it isn't the SSS. Sorry about that, we were just discussing something. You're referring to the incident at the old deserted mine, yes? Correct. Since then, we've had several CGF patrols come through to investigate. We still have no leads on the culprit behind the explosives, nor the reason for the phenomenon occurring inside. For now, we've closed the mine up good with a shiny new lock. At least we won't have to worry about anyone wandering inside anymore. In all honesty, that's not the most pressing concern I have. You see, a strange group of people appeared in mines the other day. They purchased several huge septium crystals that were worth a small fortune. A strange group. They were, how to put it, distinctive to say the least. Their leader was a middle-aged man, remarkably well built too. Now that I think about it, his hair was the same fiery red that Randy sports. Could it be the Red Constellation? Did they try anything suspicious, other than buying a ton of septium, I mean? Not in particular, but they certainly didn't look like your typical traders. Even so, it's hard not to be suspicious. We never found the culprits behind the incident at the mine, after all. Based on what Randy said earlier, they're probably the ones who set the explosives. Well, we don't have any concrete proof, so let's hold our tongues for now. But what could a Jaeger Corps hope to accomplish by buying septium crystals? I just need to fix something, sorry. They've got connections to who knows how many rotten traders through Crimson & Co. I'd bet they're peddling those huge chunks of septium for some side cash on the black market. I think it'd be pretty funny if they were just buying them as like, not art, but like as visual pieces for their shop. I didn't visit the back alley. I need to go visit the back alley. That definitely makes sense. Well, at any rate, I've been meaning to give you something. Gantz, if you would. Yeah, got it. Here you go. Old mine key. Is this the key to the mine outside town? Yep. It's a spare we had lying around. They should probably have one more spare than that. Are you sure this is alright? We are outsiders after all. I know I can trust you SSS folk. Should your investigation take you there for any reason, feel free to enter. We recently replaced the ladder, so it should be easier to move around inside. Thank you. We'll make sure to keep this key safe. Okay, so I think I'm done here. I'll talk to them one more time just as like a quick scan in case there's something else they're going to give us for free. Okay, I'm done here. Oh, I didn't talk to this guy. My job is to haul the septium mine in this village to the city. It can be a rough drive in a loaded truck since the mountain paths have the mountain path has so many twists and turns. On top of that, the road is also lined with cliffs. Caution is of the utmost importance, as you can guess. And so, I'll try to remember to go back to Crossbell's area. I'll check Armorica Village and then go back down to Crossbell because I'm going to do the casino stuff a little more after, but I have to go to the back alley to check out stuff there after this. Well, isn't that a breathtaking sight? This is Armorica Village, right? Yes, it is. Their main industries are agriculture, livestock, and beekeeping. This is one of the few places where the legend of the Divine Wolves still persists. That's right. It's also the first location we ever investigated outside the city. Oh yeah, the incident with the Mafia's warhounds. That takes me back. I remember us handing off the investigation to all of you, back when the special support section was just some no-name police squad. Ironically, the whole damn mess could have been avoided if not for that corrupt idiot of a commander you had. That case was also when we met Zeit. It was only thanks to him saving us that we were able to resolve the case. And he's been a great help to us ever since. Not just in fights, but in other cases where we've needed his support too. Isn't it more than half the people you meet end up having to bail you out? I mean, why else would you hire me on? The SSS practically specializes in having the spotlight stolen from them. Can it, Wazzy? Damn, man. Picking at some old wounds. Yeah, well, I think we've come a long way since those days. And our best are still ahead of us, I'd say. Talk to this guy. Howdy and welcome to Armorica Village. Bing bing. Oh, wait just a gosh darn second. That there orbital car's like none I've ever seen. If it ain't a Vern, it ain't a Rhineford. Well, I'll be ding danged. What the heck is it? Hehe. The ZCF was the one behind this beauty. She's a top of the line engine. She's got a top of the line engine and can accelerate to a top speed of 1500 Selga per hour. Well, fry my grits and call me Pappy. Ain't that something? Noelle's acting like a proud mother. Nothing new. Oh, he said something about, sorry, his accent. Shoot, I missed it. Actually, I could do this. Sorry about that. My accent slips out when I get too worked up. It's been peaceful around here lately, and thanks to the rain we've had, the crops have been doing well. Still, it's weather like today's that makes me want to bask in the sun. Maybe I could spread some straw in the bed of the orbital truck and lie down for a nap. Let's go here. I should really fish, but I'm gonna do all the fishing at once later. Welcome to the Ash Tree Inn. Go ahead and sit wherever you like. I highly recommend you give our omelette rice a try, by the way. We recently revamped the recipe. It's so tasty you'll be asking for seconds one bite in. I actually should do some fishing now so that I have enough fish to feed my cat. Oh, my dearest Sealy. Every day she graces this inn with her presence. Her smile is just so captivating. Time slips away when I see her, and I end up staying here all day. I wonder how many refills is what he said. Ash Tree Inn's specialty dish. Chef's special omelet rice. Free recipe. Oh, you folks were with the police. What was it? The special support section? Thank you for all your help before. Same here. I remember when you saved those tourists over at the ancient battlefield. Oh yeah. I caused you a bit of trouble with that overdue library book, too. Haha, don't worry about it. It's all part of the job. Have there been any strange incidents around here recently? Not particularly. The village has been pretty peaceful as of late. I should mention, though, that we've had some unfamiliar faces pass through. Oh yeah, that giant redhead man and his cohorts. A giant redheaded man? Would you say his hair was the same shade as mine? Now that you mention it, yeah, that looks about right. Aside from the big guy, there was an energetic young girl with the same red hair. Come on, don't spend time on that thought bubbles, everyone knows. Would you happen to have any idea, would you happen to have any idea why they were here, or what they were doing? Sorry, but I wasn't really keeping too close of an eye on them. Did you see anything, Alf? Well, I did see them buying some things from the general store. Cheese, bacon, rye bread, and the like. All of it in bulk, too. Ol Rar, I can call it Rar, was over the moon. He made a mountain of mirror off of them. Interesting. So, the Red Constellation visited this village. They were stocking up on provisions from the sound of it. Everything they bought has a long shelf life. Jaegers always maintain a sizable food supply. It's a fundamental part of how they operate. Battles could break out at any time, so they always need to be prepared for the unexpected. A corps as battle-hardened as them isn't going to cut corners on this sort of thing. Huh, you learn something new every day. Still, could that really be the only reason they were here? I actually think it'd be really fun if they're just a red herring. Like, they're not plot important. They don't do anything important for the rest of the story. Wonderful. Still, could that be really the only reason they were here? We can't know for sure. For now, let's make a note of what we've learned and move on. Thank you. This was very helpful. Please feel free to contact us if you ever need anything. Can't say I understand what this is all about, but I can tell you it's no light work. Stop by when you have time to spare, and I'll whip you up some delicious omelet rice. I'll whip up some of my delicious omelet rice for you. Let's just double check. I just want to check for items. No items. People. It's our boy, Haroldo. Oh, this is her. I moved here from Crossbell City with my son Stefan a while back. He hated it at first, but thankfully, I think he's gotten used to living here. Gofan has been letting us rent this room for cheap out of the goodness of his heart. The people here certainly know how to make a warm welcome. Ooh, car. Car Freak Volume 2. It's in neutral on the shelf. Pop paintwork. It's our boy. Oh, Mr. Hayworth. So you're in Armorica today. The special sports section. Fancy meeting you here. And yes, I came here to conduct some business negotiations. Another day of honest work, I take it? Haha, indeed. And as luck would have it, my trip here has earned me some favorable deals. Speaking of which, would you all be so kind as to accept this from me? Honey syrup times 10. Yo, can we really have all of this? Absolutely. I ended up with some extras in one of my transactions. My family couldn't possibly use it all, so I hope they can be of use to you. In that case, we'll gladly accept them. Nothing more. On the bright side of things, I've been making it will make lucrative. Unfortunately, Chief Tolta and Derek's arguments show no sign of slowing. I'm rather concerned about them both. Their relationship as father and son must be incredibly strained. So that's going to be a cutscene-ish moment. I'm going to ignore that for now and just explore. Nothing in the back. An intimidating red-haired man? Yeah. Someone like that came by with some companions recently. They were sort of a menacing bunch. Bought a boatload of goods from the store though. Jake was scared stiff, but they were some of the best customers we've had in a long while. Wahaha. A big red-haired guy? Yeah. Someone like that came through with a whole entourage a while ago. Gramps was happy to make some sales, but they kind of freaked me out. Those guys are bad news. I don't know what it is, but they're up to something shady. Just double check. Anything racing flags for the future? Actually, I have a decent amount of mirrors, so I probably could buy that, but... This village has way too much peace and quiet. The only news we get here, but around here is just our cow gave birth and stuff like that. Can't something big and exciting happen for once? I used to live in the city with my mom. Since we moved to Armorica, every day has been a brand new experience. I can't even remember why I was so against moving here in the first place. I'll never be bored as long as I have my brother around. Things have been even funner too, now that Stefan's playing with us. We grow all sorts of veggies here. The sun shines down on them real good in these parts. That's where all the flavor comes from. Then we ship them out of the city. It tickles me pink to know even the city folk can enjoy our harvest. Aritha officially moved here not too long ago. Her sons become good friends with our Camille and Pulley. I'm glad to see their gal getting along. They've been renting a room at the inn for the time being. I should go say hello every now and then. Double check. Okay, let's check their storage shed. Zilch, nada, nuttin. Our crop yield and livestock haven't been doing well lately, so the village's finances are on the downturn. Despite that, the village chief, my father, still refuses to let go of his old ways of thinking. As the future chief of this village, it's my responsibility to do something about this. Oof. No elections in this little village. Oh, it's the mother. My husband and son have been getting into rather intense discussions about the village's future recently. That isn't necessarily a bad thing, but neither is willing to concede a reggae. So it always ends up spiraling out of control. At this rate, our relationship with Derek is only bound to get worse. It gives me a migraine. A singular migraine. Not multiple, just a singular. Oh, the special support section. It's been a while, Chief Dolta. I'm voice. That it has. I heard you all resumed your duties. It's good to see you're in good health. Is something the matter, sir? Well, I've been dealing with a personal problem lately. But it's hardly significant enough for me to trouble you all with. We really don't mind, though. If you have an issue, there's no harm in at least telling us what it is. Yeah, keeping this stuff all bottled up can't be good for your health. And you never know, the SSS may be able to help you out. Haha, I appreciate that, but it's really nothing so important. If I can't solve it on my own, I'll send you a request, but for now, don't give it a second thought. Well, alright, if you insist. Please do get in touch if you ever need anything. In that case, of course, you'll be the first I turn to. I really want that to be a fake out. I don't want there to be a support request for that. That would be way funnier if there's no support request. Okay. There's still plenty of stuff to look at, but for today, I'm going to end after going through the back alley that I forgot about. But first, let's see what these new palettes look like. So, charming paintwork. I kind of like it. That's not bad, but I don't like it that much. Let's go with this one for now. I like that it's muted. It's not bright. I don't like the cat paws on top or on the front, but... So back to the back alley we go. Oh, shoot. Cool. Huh? How'd you guys get back there? Back here? Well, whatever. I'll need to speak with you from the other side. You're not the delivery man, last I checked. Please go to the front of the store. A message from Legion's Foods. Dear customers, allow us to recommend our special bellberry juice to quench your thirst. I feel like that might have been a miss if I hadn't gotten it here. Like that seems like maybe this there's a chance this is only open right now. And I could have missed that. Imelda. I recently dug into a new series of novels. It's interesting to be sure, but it doesn't quite match my taste. This is my chance to dump it off on all of you. So here you go, dearies. So there, I got 3. I'm not missing any yet. I just want to double check. I'm not talking about it because I don't care about her. Same 4, yep. I really want Evergreen. Because if I got the Evergreen, that would be 15% more evasion, I think. Yeah. Well, 5%? No, it would be 15 because I think I have a 5% and a 10%. Because currently I have... Well, actually, if I have a 5... Yeah, I have a 5 and a 15. So if I replace the 5 with a 20, I have 15% more, which would bring me up to 65% evasion. And then I could get 5% more from an evade, so I could get up to... 60%? So I go 55, I could go 60% evasion already. That's pretty good. So I'm not going down there yet. That's the last place I'm going. These guys never matter. Garanti. 2 people. Neur Blanc's been doing better than ever since Crimson Co. Crimson Co. came to town. They must make way more money at a fancy club like that. Wonder if they'd be willing to bring me on. Crimson & Co. just moved into that building down the alley. They give off a much more professional air, compared to the way Ravache was always stirring up trouble. But I've heard rumors that they're actually a front for one of the strongest Jaeger corps in Western Zemuria, the Red Constellation. They may look well-mannered on the outside, but my gut tells me that they're an even bigger deal than the Mafia was. So, this might be I get kicked out right away, which would save time. But I assume there's interaction here. Well, look who it is. Commander Randolph in the flesh. You're here to pay us another visit. Randy must know them from his Red Constellation days. Looks like you made yourself right at home, huh, Zax? How's the new HQ treating you? Huh, pretty good, you could say. Ne Blanc's Crossbell branch is right down the road, too. So it makes for a convenient location. Ha, you guys always were painstaking to a fault. My uncle and Shirley around? Probably not. Nah, the vice leader and young miss went out on some business. You want to leave them a message? I'll pass it along for you. No problem. Nah, don't worry about it. Let's get out of here, Lloyd. Right. Thanks for stopping by. See you again soon, Commander. Out on business, my ass. Those two are ducking me. Again. This isn't the first time you've tried to see them. He told me to keep my schedule open, but I haven't heard a peep since. The guy won't even show his face when I try to meet him in person. What's up with that? I get the sense that this is one of those don't call us, we'll call you sort of deals. Sounds like we're on our own finding leads about the Red Constellation for today, then. Yeah, that's fine. There's plenty of time to search for clues while we finish our support requests. So yeah, that's that. I don't think I missed anything else in this area. Next time, I will be productive and go out east. So next time I will travel to Armorica to clear the... Can I point? Yes. So Armorica, somewhere along here, there's a fight that I'm going to have to clear. I'll check if I can travel over there. I assume I won't be able to get all the way there, but I'll see. And I'll travel here by car. Then I'll clear the monster. And then go on to Tangram Gate, where there's a quest. But I'll check there if I can go there. I'm assuming I won't be able to, but I'll try. Same with that, actually. No, they won't let me go there, so they probably won't let me go there. I'll get the mission along that road, go to Tangram, then go back to here, drive here, maybe run there and back, Stargazer Tower, then St. Ursula, and that will be the end of the chapter, I assume. But between now and next time, I'm going to try to do more of this boring gambling, just so that I can get... I could exchange a ton, like, I could get 5,990 with the mirror I have now, but I think it's better to try and do it the intended way. Not the intended being not the right word, but like, I'm going to do it to get a bunch of, to get these two especially, but also to have extra fishing bait. And maybe grab some of these. But that's the end for today. And have a great day. Bye-bye.